All right, let's start again. Let's understand something. Let's see what's in front of you. Here I'm thinking, puzzling. Smart investments beyond corporate billionaire. I watched some guy online and he's got 5 billion in real estate with a bunch of people. My best was 2.2 billion, but I built 60 billion in credit. So the bottom line is it's good to achieve a goal, right? Here's your problem. You drive by your goal every day, you don't even know it. You drive by your goal. You do. You drive down your main street, you see the Wendy's restaurant. You see a car wash, do it yourself. You see an apartment complex. You see a storage unit. I don't understand you. Sorry. I saw these things as a kid. I wanted to know who owned them. Storage unit, my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, when I was 19. All I knew is I wanted to have money coming in to pay my bills. Now, I got the nickname of the Godfather Credit, Belinda Lee, on KNX Radio. Been on that station almost 50 years, by the way. Now, I like Lamborghinis and big buildings worth millions and billions. Is that okay? We're going to play my way for a while. I think you're disappointed. I think you're very disappointed internally. Sorry. I just want to tell you the truth. I think you're upset because you didn't get to where you wanted to go, and I think you drove by it every step of the way. That's just me being straight to you. You see, what we have to understand is what we're trying to do is receive an income. I don't want you to get rich, okay? Unfortunately, these things on these dashboards out there, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I like to take all these ding-dongs saying they're rich. I'd like to knock them over, but I can't. It's against the law. Maybe spin kick them a couple times. Nah, I can't do that either. But they keep talking about they're rich. If these people were rich in the first place, they would be poor. Because the IRS would have taxed them to death, they'd have no more. Someone who says he has $100 million in the bank, that's called a stupid person. See, money has to move, and you have to understand to exercise, it has to be leveraged every way. We watched Elon Musk borrow $44 billion. Why? He's the richest guy on the planet. He has to borrow $44 billion to buy what? Twitter? To make it X marks the spot? Because he leverages money. See, doesn't people understand the truth? Unfortunately, in today's world, there's a lot of BS out there. It's called bullshit. One of my books is called Bullshit Didn't Pay Your Bills. So I've been doing this for a long, long time. But understand in the beginning, no pictures are recording. Why? You take pictures of crap you never pay attention to. You fill up your phone with crap. Let's take pictures of everything. No, you only need 2 or 3 shots. So guess what? I want to show you the pictures I want you to take. My goal is to change your life. Now, the next time you hear some ding-dong say white man can't jump, the reality makes no sense. White man can't jump. I broke the world record in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. You understand? I was kicking the door jam at 10. The basketball hoop at 14 at T-Weaker Junior High. So I don't like people who say white man can't jump. It's a bunch of idiots, in my opinion. Everybody has the ability to achieve a goal. That's the point. It doesn't matter. God made people, not colors anyway, as far as I'm concerned. We should be color blind. That's what I told Steve Harvey when he went, his big teeth coming at me on KNXYK, The Beat, years ago. We had an argument on air. Oh, my goodness. You see, I like goodies. You like goodies? Goodies to me are Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I bought my first Lamborghini from an auction. I was 14 and a half. I brought in my first million at 14 and a half years old. See, you got to learn to play the game and win, but that's up to you. I like even mansions. Is that okay? 5 Islands and Huntington Harbor, having properties in there too. Havasu and Big Bear. Don't forget about that. I like goodies. 1976, I'm trying to show the world what they can do. What can I say? I have one of the #1 infomercials on the planet. 1976, winning the game of business. I turned it into a damn chess game. This is what is good for me. I became a chess master at 12 and a half years old anyway. People wouldn't play with me because I just beat you know what out of them. But what do? Winning the game of what? Business. I believe you're 35 to 75 years old. I believe you're disappointed. I believe your friends and family ripped you off and knocked you down. And you're going to, what am I going to do now? Well, you should have done in the first place. Auto income. Your problem is you. We have a problem today. You lose your job, or you have an emergency. What do? You use their own damn credit card. I don't understand, because everybody's going to talk about motivation and all this BS out there, blah, 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 blah. Hell, I'm going to give you rules and tools that I set up in the first place in the credit system. Here's your life. Today, you lose your job. Let's call it an oh shit day. You have an emergency. Oh shit. Okay? A week later, I didn't replace my income. I'm still going through the pain. Oh shit, week. What happens now? 8 months later, oh shit, year. See, your problem is you've made your oh shit day, week, month, and year drag on for 3 to 6 years. The average person who would have shitty credit today has had bad shitty credit for 6 years plus because you screwed it up. Your problem is you not understanding how it works. All I can do is tell you the truth. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. I trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief at TRW and Experian. I'm the one who created the 25 to 29% rule, period. So if we take our credit cards today, we put a sticky in the back of it. Sticky. This means one thing. We have to dummy proof it. We have to be a bunch of dummies because we are. We're all dummies when we learn something new anyway. We have to master it. A $10,000 credit card, $10,000, understand. Okay, I can only use $2,900. If I take it to 30%, that's yellow. I take it to 50, hell, that's red. So understand what that means. If I jack it up, I get stuck, I can't get any more. Got it? I backed myself and my family in a corner. I hocked my house. I hurt my wife and my family and my kids. Hell no. You brought the damn pain home. You are responsible for you. Quit jacking up the wrong damn card. That's your problem. You see, these cards here don't fluctuate. Write it down. I'm going to make sure you learn something from me you never learned on this damn planet. By the time I'm done repackage you, you learn more from me than you did anyone else on this planet anyway. I'll guarantee it. So understand something. These don't what? Fluctuate. They have a POT, paid over time limit. Write it down. I got them to do this 18 years ago if you pay attention. All right, up to 100,000 as an average payroll time and up to $1 million. If I have an oh shit day, I jack these suckers up, what did I do to myself and my family? I got to man up, woman up. You got to be responsible. What did you do? Damn, I don't get it. You dropped your score. That heartbeat of the corporation and the personal credit is up and down like a yo-yo. These fluctuate. These don't. The next time you have an oh shit day, week, month, or year, what are you going to do? You're going to jack up the right card and leave your score at 770 when I get it there, okay? So what happens? You're going to have $100,000 of credit, 100,000. Why? Because I said so. Okay? This is 50,000. Would you like 2 of these? No. I want to get you 8 to 10 credit cards from 8 to 10,000 each. I want you to understand something. We have 100,000 of credit. Let's use some common sense. 29%, $29,000. That means I have 71,000 of safety credit to get that time from that week, month, or year. Oh shit, days doesn't last forever. You drug it on because you didn't know any damn better. Sorry, but it's true. I've been teaching and preaching in front of people for 49 damn years. Where that blank have you been? It's your fault you didn't show up early enough. You had 8 months before, oh shit, year. What did you do? You screwed it up. Sorry, but it's true. If we have an oh shit day or a month or year, we increase the limits now. Increase the limits now, and that's what our goal should be. Nick, your system's going cuckoo on the TV. We increase the limits, that's the goal. Because we need safety to buy time. To buy what? Time. Because that's what hurts us. Time, credit, and money. Write it down. Time, credit, money. Simple. We have to understand exactly what we need to do. But you are responsible for you. And that's the problem. Most people want to blame somebody else or have an excuse. Yes, your friend, your family member ripped you off. So what? You allowed it. You guaranteed somebody? No hell. Cosign stuff? No way. Problem is you. Now, I need you to analyze your credit. Very simple. The analyzation is the key thing about everybody. I've analyzed 15 million people. I helped set up kind of the system behind the scenes, training Yarborough at TRW, became Experian. Been out there 49 years helping people. If I get to analyze your credit, I'm going to show you exactly from a 639 to an 828. You see, the graph on a credit score or a dashboard is going to show you going up and down, up and down. You control this, but the problem is no one taught you how to do it, so you don't know diddly squat. Sorry, but it's true. You keep hurting you. You got to knock it off. If you show me and I analyze your credit today, I can rebuild you in 90 days or less if you do what you're told. If you do what you're told, and that's the ultimate goal. So 100,000 credit is common sense. Why? Oh shit. What do I have to do? I got to buy time. I have to buy time to that oh shit day, week, month, or year. Time, money, and credit. Time, money, and credit. It doesn't change. It has never changed no matter what we do. Never changed, ever. We have to understand something today. You have to cut all the crap out. Here's the problem. You waste $50 every other day. And some of you brag about it like they do in the office. It's ridiculous. I ate in a fucking trash can as a kid. It pissed me off being rich. Watch those people that dumped me in a trash can, ate out of a trash can. It pissed me off to the point I'm never going to do that again. I was pissed off as a kid. Okay, that my mommy put me in a damn trash can and threw me like it was a piece of shit. So I'm pissed off. I'm going to conquer the world. What do I have to do? Read 15 books a week each. Every week, reading. And that's the goal. We have to get past this crap. But you have to cut out all the crap you do today. Sorry, you waste $50 every other day. What does this mean? This means if I spend $5,000 on this card today, $5,000 on this damn card, the payment is between $50 and an average to $200 a month. And that's what the goal is. So we have to understand exactly what we're trying to do. Very simple, okay? So as we do all these pieces, so understand, if we position ourselves correctly, okay, we stop wasting money, we look at the 29% I create in the system in the first place, and you'll notice all dashboards tell you below 30. Okay, during a pandemic, I wanted to sue Credit Karma. Why? Because they're all screwed up. 42%? Hell no. I designed it in '87. I know it says 29 because I designed it. These idiots called Credit Karma, who should be fired and shut down, no damn phone number to help you, telling people a bunch of blah, 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 and they only have 2 bureaus anyway? Damn, that's called stupid. But what happens to most of us? You follow through that. Now, let's say you listen to those people on TikTok, Google, and YouTube. I'm going to do credit repair. Oh, good for you. Credit repair is a fraud. Credit repair means you have to lie under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's a felony. Look it up. I'll show you the law today. You want to be a liar? Go after it. I was never late. Well, then they'll shut your account. Oh, it's not mine. They'll shut it down too. If you don't rebuild yourself with honor and respect, you're just going to be a liar. I mean, come on, let's look at Daniel on Credit Repair Cloud. He got his ass indicted. $3 million. He's going to go to prison going blah, blah, blah. So we have to rebuild our lives the right way. 100,000 in corporate credit. Corporation. I had a problem in 1984. In 1984, I get a letter in the mail. It says they want $100,000 to $1 million from me. What does that mean? I have Shakey's Pizzas, 31 flavors, ice cream, Subway, shopping centers, and I'm building condos everywhere. I'm having fun. I got $2.2 billion in real estate, all right, in my lifetime so far. The other guy got 5, but I got $60 billion in credit. So understand, they sent me a letter saying I'm going to have to pay a franchise tax fee per corporation between $800 to $1,000. Hell, what are you talking about? That would be $1.2 million for me. No way. I went to Sacramento, California. Can I create a firm or entity under a corporation that does not have to pay franchise tax fee? In 1985, I created division process. We'll go into that as well. So we're going to talk about a corporation for your future. Okay? All these ding-dongs out there in the social media, I'm rich. If they were rich, they'd be poor. The IRS would take all their money. They're not rich. Their corporations could be rich, yes. But like my book said years ago, bullshit doesn't pay your bills. A lot of them are full of bullshit. That's just the truth. Me, I'm going to tell you like it is, 100,000 in corporate credit. Let's watch. Let's go to the board. You have a piece of paper and a tab and a pen, right? Okay. We're going to write down you. You are a bullseye. You might as well put a bullseye in the back of you. You drive your car, you're the registered owner. When they sue the registered owner, it's you. You're a duck and a sheep. Sorry to say, but it's true. Next thing is what happens is you have the right to have 3 divisions of you. You did not give yourself 3 chances to try. You did not create a line of defense. You decided to be the bullseye. You're it. You're the duck and sheep. When we take a corporation, it's a legal person, we're going to create entities. Write down the word entity. Now this means very simple. Our choice is, back in basically 76, I'm using corpse owning corpse because that's what banks and grocery stores do. Bank of America bankrupts thousands of locations, called branch number. They never jeopardize their parent company. Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, same thing, even cities and even basically stores. So what do? We're going to create a line of defense. A line of what? Defense. Now, some of you might have a C Corp, maybe an S Corp, maybe an LLC, all right, which understand, I don't really care what type you have in the beginning. Why you haven't made any damn money yet? That's the most important thing. Understand, this is $150,000 in Wells Fargo. It's called checkbook money. So is this. What do? If we get a credit card like this is $100,000, what we want is 9 sisters. You see, I invented something called daisy chaining in '89, by the way, so we could play the game. So when I turn around today and I get you a $100,000 paid over time limit, then I order your divisions and your employee cards, I'm going to get you $1 million of credit and knock it off. When I take your tax ID from a division of you and get you an American Express card, I'll do that as well. And on top of that, a tax ID, get in tax ID. You see, the way the system works is how you want to put it together and connect your dots. Corporation, 18 divisions. You should have 18 of these, but let's watch what happens. If we have a piece of property like a house here, okay, and what happens with you put them in your LLC, which really pisses me off because when they call my call centers, I got an LLC, I don't have a corporation. These people sound stupid. And they're not stupid. They haven't been trained how to do anything. Corporations are free in all 50 states. Quit paying people thousands of dollars. You've been ripped off, period. I'll show you that too. Here I have a problem. That's 10 liabilities. That's 5 loans from a bank and 5 people who can slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. 5 liabilities, all right, from the bank, 5 to the tenant. But again, I want to be the bank. That's why I wrote that book too. Now, if we take a credit card and we want to get 99 sisters, we can do that too. We can create $100 million of credit right away if you want to. But again, you're too busy stealing from your family and your personal credit. Jack ended up getting stuck. Division process was born in '85, '86. I created it. What do we get to do? Storage units. Simple. I believe every day you drive by your dream, you don't even know it's your damn dream. I believe every day you drive by a Wendy's and a Jack in the Box. Storage unit, laundromat, car wash. I bought my first, storage unit with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis from LA School Board when I was 19. We parted into it, no problem. Together we got each, our corporations received $17,350 per month. Is that a good income? Now the problem we got is this, is if I'm an LLC or C Corp, stop. All right, see, bullshit doesn't pay your bills. I'm going to tell you to take your LLC and your C Corp and convert it under Chapter S Corp. It is 1244. There's 2 different forms you can fill out to do that to make it single file corporation, you and the corporation. Now, you're going to absorb all the money. All the money's coming in. We don't pay tax till we're profitable. Got it? And then you're going to get a paycheck. And then some ding-dong and TikTok's going to go, you're going to pay tax. There's only 2 ways to get a paycheck. These people are full of shit. I hate stupid. Bullshit and pay your bills. Your house payment for 24 years is all interest. Period. You don't pay it off for the last 6 years. Yes, you're going to get a paycheck. Yes, you're going to pay tax, but your house payment offsets the damn tax. You're going to learn to break even. You're going to change strategies based on money. These ding-dongs saying you're rich, 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 stop. You're talking to the 90% that want some help to get to rich. But then they have all these events. How many times have you listened? I argued with Tony Baloney years ago. You get all these people telling their story. Wow, look what he did, look what he did. Third one, they all sound the same. What the hell are you going to do for me? What do you do for me? I'm online 6 days a week live or in person, period. 49 years. Where the hell these people been? They don't know diddly squat. They know how to give you blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm going to get you past go. I think you're stuck. I think your biggest problem is you. Why don't we today look in the mirror and say, you're fired. Fire yourself and hire yourself through the corporation, which you should be doing. If you don't do what I tell you to do or ask you to do, you're going to have the same rerun you've had all your life. Yesterday, the day before, and today too. You didn't make a change. Listening to blah, 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 knock it off. Let's get to work. But again, what do you have a problem with? You. You are your problem. What do? Think. It takes 38 steps to reach a goal. That's all it takes. It's never changed. 38 steps, period. That's all it takes. If we're going to master something, I have to hear it 8 times. 8 times. I feel stupid until I do. I'm going to master it better than you do. That's what I've always done. People always hated that about me. But again, when you apply knowledge, you want questions answered, right? That's where I come in 6 days a week. So we get to play. Now, my problem I had when I was 17 and a half, I didn't know what to call it, to be honest with you. I'm driving a Lamborghini, I went to Coast College, never went to high school. That'd be a waste of my friggin' time. Okay, and I have basically payphones. I went and bought these payphones, $1,600 each for a route. Okay, I'll take 10. Went back to the same event. They're bitching and complaining, half the people. It only made $800. No, it made only 3, it made 2, it's not stop. I don't get it. They told us they make an average of $300 a month. Okay, so if it cost me $1,600, how many months would it take to break even until I make a profit? That's the equation. I use credit anyway. All I do is maintain the damn payment. See, you keep trying to finance your business from your family and your life and your credit. I think that's kind of stupid because you're never going to have enough money anyway. But again, what did I do? I went back and bought the routes. I'll buy your route. 17 and a half, I got 22,000 damn payphones. That's 6.6 million a month as an average. I got 19 houses. How'd you do that? It's impossible. I've been the impossible since the day I was born in that friggin' taxi. I don't listen to stupid. Every time they told me no, that means they're stupid. Let's go around the no, because no means no. They don't know how. Transfer to my divisions. That was the goal. I called it auto income. Nowadays, you have to call it passive income. I don't give a shit. Do you care what it's called? All you want is money coming to pay your damn bills, period. Have some leftover. If you do what you're told or asked to do, however you want to take it from me, I want to get you $5,000 a month to $10,000. Then I want you to multiply it by divisions. You're going to have 9 divisions equals $1 million of credit equals $100,000 a month. Got it? You're going to have 9 locations of something. Raise way of life. What can I say? I wanted to create a system called Books for Dummies. Unfortunately, it wasn't available because someone else took the Books for Dummies already, okay? I created my next series to be, the Millionaires Founders Kit. The financial freedom. The reason you see someone on TikTok has to put the financial freedom, he kind of got sued and had to file bankruptcy going blah, blah, blah in his orange glasses. He stole from me. Okay, very simple. I put in my system 49 years ago, cash flow for your time. I own that. Just like I have to tell Tony Baloney, the blueprint of success belongs to me. TV and radio shows for 40 friggin' years. Copycats, what can I tell you? So the financial freedom is simple. The Millionaires Founders Kit I sold at the Bonneville in Los Angeles for 32 years every Wednesday damn night. Being the second largest advertiser in California, period. You can't take away the truth. And that's what I love the best about the truth. It will set you free. I own the rights of the blueprint of success. Tony Robbins. Use it again, I'll sue your ass one more time. Okay? Knock off the crap. Create your own crap. You give motivation, I love, but you give no tools and rules. Blah, blah, blah. There's me. Ow, ow, ow. Hit my head. Ow, 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 ow. Got a big gouge to this day. The light's only 13 feet. No one told me I couldn't do it, so I did it. So what's the point? Very simple. If I can touch it, I can kick it. See, you all like goodies? I love goodies. When you come from Watts, Torrance, Long Beach, you have a freaking trash can and born in a taxi on the way to go to the hospital, you wake up pissed off. I wanted to prove my family, who threw me in a trash can, that I could be a billionaire too. And I did exactly what I said I'm going to do. You, financial services, easy. Repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Sorry. I want to shake you, wake you up. I got to do that because you're all screwed up. Sorry. It's just the truth. The Puppet Master Club I started 40 years ago. Let's understand what that means. I don't want to run a business. I started the largest donut chain in the friggin' world, longest cleaning company, Sir Speedy, Pitt Printing, all right, Napa Printing, all these great stuff, satellite industry, manufacturer, distributor, 100 million a year. I don't want to run a damn business. It ties up my time. I like my freedom. I'll do whatever I damn well please because I can afford to do so. But again, that's how it works, financial freedom. Puppet master time. It's simple. I started the club 40 years ago. Here's Linda. She's a client from 1986. Okay. What did she do? She came into an event I'm doing called Eagle's Nest. I started the largest nonprofit organization in the world called Eagle's Nest, training everybody how to do nonprofit. No problem. She spent $1,900, $26 a month on this damn card. She financed her way, and I made her a millionaire 5 times so far. Take a picture, scan it, hear her story. The reality is very simple. That is a $27 million project for her. But again, what do? Shaq's a puppet master. He's winning the game of business. Mr. Buffett's a puppet master. All right, hell, all he does, he had to step down from his position as president. He had a birthday. It was in the bylaws. You turn this age, you step down. But he still tells everybody what to do, tells them all what to do. All I can tell you is this. Here's 2 buildings and 2 cars, part of the 21 car collection at the time. That's 1,013 divisions. See, I'm afraid that one of those people, one of those units is going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. I don't want to lose my goodies. I had a professor tell me a long time ago, Ray, you're paranoid. Hell yeah. Hey, what would you do when you mowed yard seeds and clackers all weekend and you came home at 8.5 years old and you're just counting your $52 and that mean witch took your money and said you're paying rent? I learned when I was 8.5 years old never put anything in my name because there's always some shithead trying to steal it from me. I don't like that. It really pisses me off. So I don't have anything in my name because that'd be stupid. I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. Why have you done stupid? All right, let's get you out of that stupid, okay? You're going to be rich? No, you're not. You're going to have a rich corporation. You're going to learn how to talk and walk like I want you to. Not I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. All right, so full of their bullshit. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. Bottom line, corporation. 9 divisions. 9 divisions take 1 card into 9 lines of credit. There's $1 million. I want 9 Wendy's restaurants. I want 9 laundromats. I want 9 Jack in the Boxes. You drive by your dream every day. You don't know what's your damn dream. Yes, it's boring. I've been teaching boring and steady for 45, 49 years now. It's simple. So what do? I'm going to create your list for you. Your daily, your weekly, and checklist, and your project list. I don't want you to think. The more you think, you screw up. Sorry, you just do that all the time. So we're going to clone me into you, like I had in my 5 coaching classes a day, and lining them up the right way. Okay. Chapter 18. What does it say? Let's circle it. A corporation's a legal person. It's right there. It's right there. It's a legal what? Person. Now, I heard this at a poker game when I'm 7.5 years old because I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, from 3 years old to 9.5 years old. When the poker game began, with Dan Blocker, Michael Landon, all right, Ted Turner, Jane Fonda, all right, all these other people, Gunsmoke, Mr. Apostles, producers and all this crap. I'm in the corner. Mrs. Hope, all she told these people is one thing. Do not talk to that piece of shit in the corner. I'm the piece of shit in the corner. That's not very nice, was it? But they said something that triggered something that night. A corporation's a legal person. I wanted out of hell. So I did what I had to do out of necessity. Maybe you do it because what? I don't understand, but that's up to you. What's a corporation? It's right there. I didn't pay attention to this part. May sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that at all. And I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12 and a half. Kind of sucks. Now what happens? I ride my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department, library next door. Man, what does this mean? She's rude. She walks away. See, when I was 7, I was acting like I was 20. I was reading books all the time. And they couldn't understand what I'm talking about because they were a bunch of ding-dongs. I just thought the grown-ups were stupid. She came back 5 minutes later. He's a Machiavelli. He's a book. I read the book. I got lucky one time. I got to be with Joanne. Joanne and I lived in a house on Delane Street in Torrance. Okay, no problem. She wired an Apollo 9, 11, and 13. And then the guy that had the monkey that went up in space, he was a neighbor as well. You see what happened? She kept saying the word blueprint. When you build something, it takes a blueprint. That's why I learned blueprint. I was looking for the blueprint in that book. It was not there. So what am I going to do? I had to create it. So when we look at not required, watch what it says. Not required to file fictitious business name. See, Business Professional Code 17900 there is wrong. It was wrong, and I knew it was wrong. I had to figure out something about that too. My first corporation, you can look it up online, Secretary of State of California, is Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of this in the mail. We all did in the 70s and 80s without applying for credit. All right, Mrs. Hope called Ted Turner. How do you do that? Is he a crook? Simple. Mr. Ted Turner, I explained to him there's 26 ways using SS4. I was 9.5 years old. I thought he was stupid. But again, what can I say? I got named in a damn lawsuit. I'm 12.5 years old. That sucks. I used the word Braille, belonged to the Braille Institution. I started the Orange County Blind Center for my little friend. Never bring the damn pain home. The lie you have today is you. All right, I got an LLC, peekaboo. All this BS you hear on TikTok, YouTube, and Google, all this crap. A corporation is on Secretary of State's website. They sue it, they sue you. And everybody tells you any different, it's a bunch of BS. You see, yes, you can file bankruptcy for the corporation, all right, under the bankruptcy code. It's automatic stay. What is it? Federal protection is what it's called. But I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but let's understand public record for you. You signed the lease of a building. You signed the damn car. You signed for the damn credit card. So you could bankrupt that and they'd still get you anyway. See, that's how it works. Your problem is you didn't learn how to play the game to win. When I wrote a book with Ken Yarborough in 1987, we called it File Segregation. Ken wanted to set up new files because I met him through witness protection. He is security chief at TRW Experian. All right? I said, Ken, your book wants to lie. No, I don't want to do that. Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. Well, the bank wants 2 years anyway. So let's understand. So your choice was up to you. Because you did not learn how to play the game to win, you've been having your assets kicked since day one. Debt follows tax ID. Debt follows SSN. Either one's a duck and a sheep. Which one do you want to be? You get multiple SS4s. You only get one SSN. Learning to play the game to win. But it's up to you again. What do? If you want to help me and help other people and yourself, understand, take a picture now. Why? Because you become an affiliate. If you make that and take the picture right now, and after I'm done today, you want to go tell 10 people about me, which you will, you're going to register your referrals into the system. They're going to ask you in the system, would you like a Zelle, or would you like a check or store credit at 10%? You could have made $1,000 a day. What's wrong with you? You could have made $1,000. People do it all the time. But anyway, bottom line is a little boy that kept basically going, how you doing, little boy? All I can do is tell you what I answered the question back then, and I do to this day. My signature became always good, always good. I'm not going to let you steal my piece. None of your damn business. Always good. I got to trick myself to be always good. It's a mindset. Thank you, Jesus. That's how it works. Now, we're going to talk about boring and steady. I believe your problem is you. I believe you drive by everything you should have done a long damn time ago. Weren't you curious who owned the Wiener Schnitzel when John started it and gave it to his girlfriend when he died? God rest his soul. How about the Jack in the Box? How about the Wendy's? Okay? How about the storage unit, the laundromat, the car wash? Why didn't you get curious who the hell owns this stuff? So let's understand. You are going to get repackaged use a little bit of money to get into a program, then I'm going to build your credit so you can finance more of the programs. You're going to finance me through the credit I build you. How's that? Because that's how it works most of the time. I'm going to take a credit card, 100,000, get you 9 more. Would that be okay? That means you have 1 million of credit. See, we're going to knock off the crap and all your damn excuses. I'm sorry, most of you have excuses. Half of the world is freaking lazy. Okay, but not you, of course. All right? 9 divisions, that's 1 million of credit. 9 locations is something. Is that correct? It's called financial freedom. 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 to 1 million a month. That's what I built. I got to 1 million a day. We got to play my way for a while. Take a picture, not of me of this. I want you to print this, and I want you to put it in color. I want it on your cell phone, your computer, your screensaver, and I want it on your refrigerator and your office desk furniture. Could you imagine if you got possessed, and you wanted something bad enough, you'd go get it. Every time you want something bad enough, you always go get it, don't you? And whatever gets you in your way, you find a way around the bullshit. There's your goal, there's your dream. All right, you should have did that a hell of a long time ago. I've done it all my life. Now, I'm going to need you to let me build you $100,000 of credit. I don't want the money. Hey, no thank you. I don't want the money at all. You're going to give money to an escrow. That way you can watch the bouncing ball. No one can screw you over. Sorry to say, but it's true. Your friends and family, most of them have. Not all of them. You're going to write a check from a line of credit into an escrow. Would you like to get $5,000 a month, $7,000 or $10,000? How much would you like? Because it determines how much you wrote the check for out of the line of credit. What do we get to do? In other words, would you like a car wash? All right, managed by a third party. Would you like another one? Would you like a Burger King? All right, how about ugly? I like ugly because it makes money. Simple, ugly, 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 but makes money. So we're going to buy ugly as well. Simple, simple. I love simple. So if we play this game correctly, we become an investor, and each one of these locations is a division. Why? Because what if something happens in that location and oh shit happens? One of my Shakey's pizzas caught on fire because of the building next door. Okay, it's very simple. It was on Imperial Highway in Firestone and Downey. And then what happened? So I have to disconnect it, isolate and corporate, because I don't know where the lawsuit's coming from. Everybody sues everybody because nobody can basically understand the truth. That's why you have all these bloodsucker attorneys on TV and the billboards on the freeways. We have to protect our assets. Here's the 10. Take a picture. Every one of those are in order. Simple. I've done them all my whole life, but it's up to you to play the game. Auto experts, hell, I created it. So what do? Blueprint. I can't help you 100% unless I talk to you for an hour on the phone at least. And I want to talk to your partner of life, especially your spouse or something else, whatever it is. Blueprint, past, present, future. Did you screw up American Express or Chase? Do you have a bankruptcy? Did you should have sealed? Do you have a tax problem? See, I need to rebuild you my way because your way sucks, in my opinion. Family, corporation, divisions 18 minimum, irrevocable trust. We're going to plan to live, we're going to plan to die, and leave the legacy to our children's children. Okay, the way we should have been in the first place. What do? Car, division, house, trust. We're going to create auto income. And what I put in my book 40 some odd years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free up your time. Okay, very simple. So understand, a blueprint call with me is $2,000. That's right, 2,000. I'm 3,000 an hour, 25,000 a day. People pay me all the time in big companies as well. So if you want it tonight through me, you get a 50% discount if it was done now. It's up to you. So our goal is to hold your hand. You're stuck with me, and my whole teams will help you. But every time there's a class or you're on the phone, you're with me. I've analyzed 50 million people so far. I don't let you down. I'm online 6 days a week in classes all through day and Friday and Saturday. I got no bullshit to give you besides the truth if you're willing to handle the truth. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that. That's how it works. If you get into a partnership with me, it's free. That blueprint call would be free. Now, what did I take? The fictitious business name form on number 17900 says not required. They screwed up that when they wrote it in the first place. I asked Sacramento, could I create a form? All right, and they said create one or modify an existing one. This one said husband and partner, and that was it. Husband, wife, and partner. That's it. That's all it said. So what do we do? It's been modified 5 times now. Your corporation will have a division, and you'll be number 4A. If I need another partner, A, B, C, and D, okay. But it depends on the size of the project. One of my corporations will be number 4. Based on the income you desire, based on the line of credit you put into it, do you want 25, 50, or 75? Based on that percentage, when we close escrow, you get to watch it. You're putting money in the escrow. No one can rip you off. That's the bottom line. Got it so far? I've done this since 1987 for clients. 33 million millionaire clients and 33 billionaires. Would you like to play yet? Maybe you want to be next. Now, here's what happens. The escrow is closed. Let's say you're going to get $9,000 a month or $10,000. You're getting 40%. You only get 40% for the first 6 months. That lets you basically pay that bridge loan, okay, or blueprint loan, and it gives you $2,200 a month auto income for up to 6 months. What are we going to do? We can't just keep taking the millions. I've got 62 million of this. Here's 12 of it, okay? We're not going to keep creating credit to be basically to get the next location. We're going to reference 3 times 5 and leverage the money to more money, okay? Leveraging the money to the next location. It's going to go into a trust. You're going to see that as well. What's going to happen at the end of this 8 months, 12 months, a year, you have now up to 10,000 a month. Now, if you want, you do it again and again 10 times. That's how you get to 100,000 a month. Okay, me, I got to $1 million a day. Would you like to play yet? I give discount pricing when you're on a webinar with me because it's live, and that's how I only do things is live anyway. So what do we do? Now, I got 2 types of coaching. I can coach your business for a year for $30,000, give you $300,000 of credit. I'll give you 10 times your money back anyway. If you're partnership coaching, it's different. This means every other week we're on the phone, and I'm giving you a list. I'm going to put you in the boot camps as well. Now, let's watch. Now, I need a full package to partner with you. 100,000 of personal credit, normally 10,000 is 9,000, 8,000 there. 100,000 of business credit, again, usually 10,000, 8,000 there. What happens is 25 subdivisions. Watch, okay? What I designed is subdivisions. This one has 3, okay? Each one of these will have 2 more, okay, and then 1 more. Okay, these are subdivisions, lines of defense across the board. I'll show you what I put in my book over 40 years ago about division process. So you'll have subdivisions and divisions, understand that? So what happens is now we look at basically a blueprint call. Usually my discount's $1,000 for you. If we do this correctly, 12 months of coaching is $23,000 because we're on the phone every other week. I want to make sure you have a full package. It's simple. That grand total is $45,000. That's expensive. But I'm guaranteeing you $1 million status. I'm guaranteeing I'll get you to $100,000 a month if you do what you're told to do. But again, if you do it tonight during the webinar, it's a discount. It makes it $19,999, 20 grand. 20 grand, you're getting the lines of credit, all the pieces. So again, take a picture right there, right there. That's $45,000 of goodies. What do? Now it's 20,000. Okay? I want to take away your excuses, and that's what I always hear people have. Okay? So we're going to be winning the game of business. Now, you're going to get the 3 days live with me. It's coming up. It's the last and final summit boot camp I'm going to do this year. I'm praying it's my last one I ever do in the first place, to be honest with you, because next year I'm going on a business trip around the world a couple of times. 3 days with me, free, online or in person. It comes with that package. What do? If you don't want the bonuses and the credit and the divisions, everything else, you're getting the 3-day summit. Understand right here, 12 months coaching. No bonuses, it's 10 grand. It is $10,000. So you decide where you want to be. Okay, that's up to you. The 3-day event is very simple. It's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. In other words, I'm going to train you to be a puppet master personally. I'm going to train you to make sure you have a $5 to $10 million company. And you're going to do what I ask you or tell you to do. It's very simple because I always reach all my goals. This is August 29th, 30th, and 31st. This room here, we finally got to advertise and do this last Saturday. It holds 22 people. It's half sold out anyway. So the reality is if you're not signing up tonight, you're not coming in person because you blew it, you wasted more time. Online, no problem. In person, I think you should fly in if you have to fly in. People do it all the time. 3 days stuck with me. So again, I need to make you escrow ready. Do you understand escrow ready? I got to get you some of this to put into an escrow. You're going to have to decide how much income you want. You get to design that. You get to learn to be a puppet master from me, who created the Puppet Master Club 40 years ago. But again, what is our goal? Take a picture there. Take a picture. See, you can scan that later on today and you can sign up. Okay, but again, some of these goodies are a little different than I offered tonight. But it's up to you. The goal is this. There's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools to master. You have to learn 1,000 steps. I can't take it away from that. Everything you learn, you're going to have to go through again and again. You're going to have to master the goal. Now, Millionaires Founders Kit, we're going to tear it apart. That's our goal. Sold at the Bonaventure, Los Angeles, 32 years, every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., 5,000 a set. Being the second largest advertiser in California, period. No one can take away the truth. I love that because I've been doing this for 49 years, helping people like you. Now, there's me in a coma. There's my oh shit day I've had last. 2009, my wife wants to take 72 people out to watch the fireworks. I got 3 yachts in my backyard. That's the middle yacht. Why not? I get to die at 5:41 July 5th. Kind of sucks. So what do we have to do? First of all, my wife calls Ron, my district manager from the office. Instead of showing up to help her, he drives a U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. Because I have 50 million people in my database, because I have info commercials, all kinds of things I'm doing on radio and TV, Tom, my IT manager, sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site. The highest bidder, never called the phone number on the CD. So the people around you, are they going to be there for you or screw you over? All I've ever had is people screw me over. Sorry to say, but it's true. What do we get to do? So we're going to create the blueprint of success for every one of you. I'm going to personally blueprint you. We're going to go through the 18 books and CDs. You see, all I can say is I was controlling 2.2 billion in real estate. Even the other guy says 5 billion. Okay. Well, I had 60 billion in credit. Is that okay too? So we can play. Oh, wow. But I'm not going to say rich, rich, rich. I think that's kind of stupid. But that's just his game, I guess. Okay. In person or online. If all you wanted was the 3-day summit, okay. In person or online, you get 50,000 in credit. It usually costs you $5,000 for the credit. And then the summit is $5,000. You get them both tonight if they're done tonight, period. $5,000, 50,000 in credit. There you go. What do you get to do? Winning the game of business. You're stuck with me again. We get to play the game to win. If all you want to do is be online and no credit, no bonuses, it's $19.99. There you go. Do you think it's better to be in person or online? I think it's better to be in person, but that's going to be up to you. If it was me, if I'm going to do it online, hell, I'd grab my family and friends and all watch together for 3 days and let them pay half the fee. That's just me. If you partner with me, it's free. Free if you did it tonight with me. What do we get to do? There you go again. Take a picture, scan it. All right, get in the program tonight. All right, this room's being sold out. If you blow it, that's on you. Take a picture now. This is going to be a Zelle. I like Zelle because I don't have to pay the 3 to 5% on using a credit card. So what do we get to do? If you need to call the office right now at 800-254-9506, they will honor what I offer tonight during the live webinar with me. Afterwards, they cannot because I will not allow them to. It's a 5% if you use a card. What do we get to do? If you need to email me to use a card, do that. There's my personal email address too. See, I'm going to take away all your excuses. You see, your yesterday was your broken promise of tomorrow. You keep promising yourself, so you keep putting it off. Procrastination is the kill of a dream. You keep killing your own damn dream. Stop it. We get to play my way for a while. So again, get you through escrow. Now, one of the things that's helped us this past couple of weeks, building credit. Every one of our clients tend to have a UPS store or some kind of mail service. Because I'm licensed and bonded for $2 million and all that great stuff, all right, some of you are going to be chosen to use my address if you want to. It helps me line up the credit even better. I love that. We have 62 million of credit pointed to this address. So take a picture. I would tell you to quit using one of those mailboxes, etc., whatever they are, and hire me, use my real address. Okay, that's what I'd tell you to do right away, but it's up to you, once again, to build credit, because you cannot build credit to a P.O. box or a UPS store at all. If you want to call 800-254-9506, you will ask for Julia. She's in charge of that program today. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I want to get you 10 credit cards. There's only 10 that are worth a damn anyway. Then I want to make sure you have your gold and platinum cards so you don't fluctuate again. Got it? That's at $100,000. The corporation's going to get $1 million of credit. So is every division. Is that okay? If I build you up to $10 million of credit right away, it's up to you. What do we get to do? Winning the game of business again. There's that Zelle. Again, it's up to you. There's that phone number to call the office right away as well. 800-254-9506. Now, when I started the Reynolds University in 2001, my building here is One Technology Drive, Irvine Spectrum. It was 22,000 square foot building. If you got past Betty, you'd see an office that said B of A, Chase, ADP, and my franchise room. Okay, this is just one location, not counting Arizona, Utah, and not counting Texas as well. Playing the game to win. What do we get to do? Winning the game of business this time. I believe your mistake is you. Okay, I believe you screwed it up. Okay, you sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're gonna start a business. Oh, goody. You're gonna jack up your cards, drop your score, get stuck, can't get any more. You're gonna back yourself and wife or spouse into the corner and hawk your house being stupid. I believe that's what you did. You're not stupid. What you did was stupid. Sorry. The reality is your goal is never to bring the pain home. All I got as a kid was pain. All I got was bullshit, abused and abused. My mommy and daddy didn't want me. I didn't get a family. I got gypped. So I'll be damned that I finally got my beautiful wife and 6 kids and 13 grandkids. I'll bring that damn pain home. It's not acceptable. I'd rather shoot myself with my Glock in my foot. So this, don't fluctuate. These do. Isn't it about time you get off your assets and do it the right way? But it's up to you again. You can play my way if you like. What happens? We're going to plan the problem from now on. Plan the problem. We're going to be prepared. We're going to have a line of defense. We're going to have safety credit. Got it so far? When I'm training Yarborough at TRW Experian, I created the 29% rule, period. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So all the dashboards say below 30, this is exactly what they're supposed to tell you. Flat out since 1987, by the way. What do? All cards fluctuate but 2. You jacked up the wrong damn card. Why would you do that? Why would you get stuck, can't get any more kind of crap? What's wrong with you? These don't know how to work or something? All I ever hear is, Ray, I wish I'd have known that a long time ago. I didn't know any better. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where the hell you been? I am the #1 consultant worldwide, period. All right? But again, it's going to be up to you to pay attention if you want a 750 score. We're going to use Ray's rules and tools from now on. We're going to give you not only the motivation, we're going to give you rules and tools to get to 10 million a year, period, through your corporation structure. Credit repair, it's a fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says right in front of your face, right there, they're not allowed to collect money up front, period. It's a felony, federal law. But you got all these ding-dongs, I'm going to repair your credit, ooh. All they're using is my friggin' book anyway. Credit Repair Act, there it goes again. Who did they indict? Daniel from Credit Repair Cloud. The guy's going to probably go to prison. But again, if you want to be a liar and go to prison, you do the same thing. I put out there 30 freaking years ago, winning the credit game. It's right there. Take a picture. Download the damn thing. I watched 2 people on TikTok have it in the back in the scene. Look at the letter to use. The letters have been out there for 30 plus years, going to creditor and credit bureau, period. I want everybody to get help to change the world, by the way. Now, this is basically the Debt Crisis Intervention. All right, maybe you don't know about Debt Collections Practice Act. All right, take a picture. Get a free copy of that too. I want you to have the information you need to be able to win the game of business. Now, plan the problem. I want you to understand that mentally as well. This man, I lost my job, I got 2 kids. First of all, I don't believe him. He's wearing his jammies. He lost his, job? That means you have an apartment or a house, drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Go to the church for the food. Hell, show up here, I'll put you on the phone and give you a damn job. This man makes $210 a day by putting up his stupid sign. The average homeless person does. All right, now some people do need help. This is a joke. It's ridiculous. What did I do? We went to my mansion in Huntington Beach. Found out it's not my mansion anymore. I was told basically to leave. Kind of sucks. All right, in my coma, someone signed a POA. I lost $30.7 billion. But what did I have to do? This is where a man has to take it all inside in his own mind and say, man up. It's your job to take care of that spouse and your kids. And that's what you have to do. I'm laying there, I died at 5:41. I got a choice to come back or stay in peace. I said, go back. I took my 3 divisions of me, which would be here. My 5 closet divisions would be here. and I built 1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. What the hell's wrong with you? When the open show of American Success Journal on Channel 9 followed me for 6 days, I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' days. Okay? So your choice is to understand, like when I did things with George Putnam years ago, that was fun too. You are stuck because you decide to stay stuck. There's no reason to, because that sucks. You can repackage you. By the way, I bought my wife her next dream house. Happy wife, happy life. As long as I get her a house, she turns it to home, and now she leaves me alone, go kill it. What's a corporation? Legal person right there. Take a picture. I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. Where the hell you been? Brian here spent $4,700. His wife should kick his ass heads. Bill here spent $1,200. I don't understand, stupid. Then they made you pay the filing fee? Hell, why would you do that? They're free. I found that out when I was 9.5 years old. Take a picture, scan it, and send that to everybody you know. Free corporations everywhere. Just pay your $30. Your filing fee to the state or $100. That's it. How hard's that? So we could play the game because you're in countdown now. You better set it up right away. What is your corporation allowed to do per Ray Reynolds, me, the Godfather of Credit? 4 things. Write it down. You're allowed to buffer tax. No taxes due till you're profitable. You're allowed to get corporate credit up to millions and billions and write it off on your taxes and your interest rate. You're allowed to buy a car at fleet price. You're allowed to get a free buffet at the hotel. This is in my book 49 years ago. Do you understand where the hell you been? Line of defense. They're cheap. Multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit what? Reports? How many would you like? You see, you've been doing it wrong all along. Sorry to say, but it's true. Separate liability for real estate. That's called the line of defense. One of these, shitheads has a problem. I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, keep my other pieces. Your banks, your grocery stores, and your cities do this every day in front of you. Isn't it time you learn how to play the game of business and create the line of defense? Debt follows SS4 and SSN. You like to be in a duck and a sheep? Maybe you do. That's on you. What do? Danny and I partnered up in the 80s. 64-unit apartment complex. I need 66 divisions. Simple. One to buy it. I don't buy things through corps. That would be stupid. Can you imagine anybody dumb enough to buy something through a corporation? Somebody slips and falls and they sue the corp, they sue you. You're the only one connected on the line of Secretary of States. You're on the bank account. You're a duck and a sheep. If a corporation buys the apartment complex, you guarantee as a division, you can throw the bad piece away and keep the other pieces. Your banks do this in front of you, your cities, your grocery stores. Damn, isn't it time you learn to play? But guess what? We had someone slip and fall out of the bathtub. Cost Danny $20,000. The goal is to become the bank. I'm going to allow every tenant to redo what? Assignment of mortgage, a form I created in the 70s and 80s. So let's play my way. The assignment of mortgage. I want to be the bank. I wrote a book on that too, by the way. So what do? How many divisions do we need, Ray? Simple. I need 9 to get $1 million of credit and 9 for 9 locations, 18. Maybe I'm going to need 18 or 36, 72. See, based on the project you want is how many divisions you're going to need because you want to separate liability. This is in my system over 35 years ago. So what do? Here's a corp, here's a division, subdivisions, subdivisions, subdivisions. That helped me create over $16 million of credit. Shouldn't we use the corporate credit, write it off, and create debt to offset taxes? Isn't that the way it works? Subway's going to file bankruptcy in some locations, so is B of A, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, Chase, Sam's Club, Walmart, and even Albertsons. Wow! See, they use corporations and subsidiaries. Corporation with tax ID divisions, line of defense. I'd like you to train your son or daughter. I have 6 beautiful kids, 5 daughters and a beautiful boy. Everyone has an 800 plus score. All right, even my 11-year-old has his courtesy checks for his credit cards. You see, I've trained them since the day they were born, corporation, the year they were born. It's simple. I want them to take over when I'm dead. They will not inherit anything. They just replace me as president of everything. So then there's no inheritance tax. So you understand something. You maybe want to train your grandson or granddaughter. Shouldn't we give them a what? A starting route right? I don't understand, stupid. But again, understand, we get to play my way for a while. Dashboards in 87. All right, SSN, SS4, which one are you use? Personal credit, corporation, division what? Dashboards. Set up instant cash reports under tax ID. Division of me. That's me, corp, division, or subsidiary. My name could be on line 1 3 times. The car is a division. It's a Lamborghini. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax, buy a spaceship. Pay tax or buy a nonprofit. That way you have each building, you sign the lease. It's not you. It's a division of you. Every house, you separate liability. Receiving money is SS4. If you get one card, you can get 9 more. Hell, you can get 99 more. I don't understand. Why would you roll the dice as you and your family when you could have rolled the dice as a division, and if you screwed it up, go get another one, no intent to do fraud? I don't understand. So understand, I think you did it wrong, okay? That's just what I want to tell you today. Now, here's American Express. I got them as an affiliate, all right, about 19 years ago, almost 19 years ago, to put division process on every cash application for business. Every application, United States of America, has division on their applications for cash credit. Every one of them. So why are you doing this wrong? Okay, what do we get to do? All right, let's understand. American Express offered the Reynolds University in the building I'm standing right now 99 more cards. 99. Hell, that could be $100 million. When I pop cards for people all the time, it's kind of fun. So what do we get to do? It's very simple. Let's see, I got this one under tax ID, it's a division card. I got this for the corporation right here, no problem, right there. I got this under tax ID 7,500. And then here's the 100,000, and here's the division cards. And employee cards. Would you like 99 yet? You see, if we do it right to the daisy chain process that I created, daisy chain in the 80s, every one of these, when I do separate billing, would ask for separate tax ID. That took $100,000 time how many divisions you got. How many would you like? Would you like the gold card too? See, we have the ability to understand these don't fluctuate, and these do. So if we do it correctly, we can win the game of business. I like to teach you how to daisy chain credit, if you allow me to. It's not just one card getting 9 more. There's a method to the madness, by the way. Separate billing, tax ID separating what? Liability as well. We can turn to $2.5 million of credit right away. That's usually in about 24 months, by the way. Not hard to do. Okay. It's called daisy chaining of credit. Now, some of you, you'll get to a certain point. I'm going to give you 10 cards at one time. I call it a pack of 10. It's not for everybody. Okay, that pack of 10 can turn into $1 million of credit, which I usually charge $100,000 for. It's $10,000 if it was done tonight and the right person tonight. But again, it's a Zelle. It's a call the office right away. 800-254-9506. Now, I want you to understand manageable debt. $100,000 of personal credit, safety credit, auto income, $1 million of credit for the corporation. And then we're going to leverage money. Reference 3 times 5. Write it down. Reference 3 times 5. We're going to take 100,000, make it look like 300,000, times 5 is 1.5 million. This way your company never runs out of money. It keeps growing business. If we take the borrow money, which could be the 12 million here, all right, could be a couple million here, could be the stack over here, or here and here, here, what are we going to do? What's the goal? We use borrow money to buy the lifetime income. That's the goal. The lifetime income is a fourplex and apartment complex. It's a storage unit. It's a laundromat. It's a, whatever you want it to be. It's a jack-in-the-box. I gotta get my first one in 19, but it's a goal. So do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no. I'm sorry these people are confusing everybody. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Look at my yacht. Look at my this. Look at my plane. Blah, 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 blah. When I wrote my book called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills a long time ago, you think their bullshit would stop. They're not rich. Their corporations are rich. If they could say it's their money, they're going to be taxed. That'd be kind of stupid. I don't think they're stupid. I think they're just talking out their you-know-whats. Corporation, 9 divisions, 9 locations. There's $1 million corporation, $100,000 a month. Got it so far? That's what you're going to play with me in the 3-day boot camp for. Remember, auto income, 10 types of income, boring and steady. That's what I've done for 49 years. Now, my problem back in the 80s, late 80s, 88, 89, I have $53 million of credit, 53 million of it. What am I going to do? Back then, they started shrinking my limits. It's like scaring the you-know-what out of me. Library time, again, C191D. I found a way I could loan money out privately to the corporation. This is what got me to the next billion to 3.7 billion through corporate structure. So I did what's called a matrix, 4.6 million. So every time I loaned out 10,000, I got notes of 240,000 back. I invented Homestead Blocker, UCC, one and Chattel Mortgage. Kind of fun stuff, by the way. Every time there was a problem, I created a solution. That's 190,000 a month and $1.1 billion of notes, by the way. We could play my way if you want to. Let me know. Your Wendy storage unit, fourplex apartment complex. You'll need divisions and subdivisions. There you go. What do we do? Division. If you allow me to have a name of a person, corporation or a company, I can put 2,000 of history on it and create an entity. And when I create the entity, I can start the credit file, the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. I don't need a tax ID yet till after I daisy chain credit. When I daisy chain credit, it multiplies that 100,000 into what? 9 divisions is $1 million on one card. We get to play my way for a while. So 9 divisions, each division's $1,000, by the way, with tax ID and history. Would you like 3? Would you like basically 9 with or without credit? Would you like turn around and have 12? So what happens here is if I get you 3 divisions, I can project $1 million in sales with or without credit, or 9 or 12. What I do tonight is very simple. If it was done tonight only. I had 2 people earlier today. I said no. They should have did it during the webinar. Too bad. Charge them the normal price. So what happens, and I change these all the time, I'll double the number, so 3 becomes 6, 9 is 18, 12 is 24. Got it so far? If it was done tonight, if it's Zelle, you save 10% on top of that. Well, that's during the broadcast only. Where's your Zelle? Right there. Where's the phone number to the office? Right there again. The goal is to get you in part of the program with me so you're stuck with me every step of the way. The goal is to repackage your life, and that's the goal for me. I want to change your life. Is that okay? I want to change the world before I'm dead. Again, this time will probably be permanently. Analytical750.com. I need you to sign up tonight. All right? I need you to fire Credit Karma. All right? It's a joke. Come on. No fund there to help you in 2 bureaus. They don't even give you Experian, which you need for Chase, Wells Fargo, and banks to get checkbook money. It's ridiculous. So Chase wants to use Experian up to 22 months with no interest. Is that okay? Personal business card? I like that. So I want you to take that picture right now. I want you to scan it and sign it up tonight. They're going to charge you $25 a month. Don't worry, you don't need LifeLock because they were indicted 6 times before. We have a $2 million bond as well as myself, so do they. So we're going to protect your assets. So what do? Credit Karma, you're fired, in my opinion. Analytical is going to contact you every 46 days. They're going to analyze you first for free, and then they're going to help you set up the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet for your business. Scan it if you want to play. But it's going to be up to you starting tonight and today. Now, buckets of money. Every division should be a bucket of money. It's a profit center. How do I multiply? That's what I need to do. I couldn't multiply me. So I took my own clients to be my soldiers in the 80s and 90s. That's how we play to make the $1 million machine. We play together. Now, you're all jacked up on your credit. Take a picture. Supply credit on a corporation can turn into $51,000 of cash credit if you do it the right way. If you're lined up in Navy, maybe someone in your family or you, a military, thank you for your service, I'll help you get a line of credit up to $50,000, $80,000 on cards to balance your debt anyway, even if you're jacked up, 550 score or something, like Torrance was. What's the goal? Let's rebuild you. Let's get you a green spark, 100,000 and the 2 sisters for 30. That's 160 times 9. Is that $1 million? B of A has 3 cards times 9. Wells Fargo has 5 times 9. All right, Chase has 5 cards times 9, and then the gold card. Now, if we position this right, that's up to $5 million of credit cards on your corps and divisions, no problem in repackaging you. Next, we go play with the bank. The bank wants 2 years on your corp and your divisions, by the way, to get a line of credit up to 150. Here's my 5 favorites, by the way. We're going to call that checkbook money. So write down checkbook money. That's up to 5.4 million, by the way. Division process allows us to create a business plan that projects 1 million in sales, as long as you have 3 divisions plus. There's the goal. The goal from here is like special pricing. If you want stuck with me direct, not my junior and senior coaches, then you do it with me tonight. If not, we'll just, someone else talk with you. That's fine. We have a whole team to help you. All right, line of defense. All right, tax ID. What credit report for you? That's a goal. So what do we do? 100,000 in credit. Well, the office normally charges you 10 grand, 10%. Okay. Their discount, their discount today was $8,000. Okay, no problem. I like to give discounts because I don't get a paycheck or a commission. 100,000 credit to you tonight is $5,000. Now you get a heck of a discount. Then I had to give $100,000 to your corporation as well. So if we're going to give 200,000 in credit, should we just double the number to 10,000? How about we give, all right, 200,000 in personal business credit, and we do it for about $8,000? Is that okay? But that's, again, repackaging you and your corporation at the same time. The ultimate goal. What do you get to do from there? If you Zelle, you always save 10% with me. That's how it works. There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number to call right away. 800-254-9506. Here's my problem. I don't think you have your time. I think what you did today, yesterday, and the day before is the same rerun you've been doing all your life, in my opinion. I'm up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and forgiveness too. Then I go look in the mirror. I put myself in check every day. Maybe you want to be part of the Puppet Master Club. I think you should. There's Linda's $27 million project. I made her millionaire 5 times plus. Here's Shaq. I think he's a puppet master. Buffett's a puppet master. Me, I started the Puppet Master Club. So the Puppet Master Club is very simple. How do we create income from divisions and corporations, auto income, and we don't hurt our family anymore? There's 1,013 divisions right there. Boring and steady is what I always did all my life. I want you to do the same thing. Drive through your city, look at the Wendy's and say, why don't you own it? The apartment complex, the car wash, all these pieces. See, you drive by your dream in front of you, you don't even pay attention. You don't realize that's your dream in the first place. You should have did it a hell of a long time ago. I don't know why you didn't. I did. Blueprint calls, 2,000. Buy yourself, if you did it, that's all you wanted, $9.99. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that. If you partner with me, it becomes free. Either way, you can always get into a program based on the budget you have today. Up, and away. Now, how much income would you like? Would you like 3,000, 5, 10? What income would you like based on what you put into the escrow? We're going to give you the projects to look at every time. But again, this is partnering up, and away. What is our goal? I want to help you get auto income to 100,000 a month at least, if that's okay with you. What do we get to do? Checklist. Checklist. Every time, every step is rules and tools and checklists. We never go off the checklist. That's what we do every time. Last 49 years. If you partner with me, we're on the phone every other week. You're going to go to Summit, become a puppet master, period. What's going to happen is I like to put a full package, 100,000 of personal credit, 100,000 of business, 25 subdivisions, okay, a blueprint call, you're stuck with me, line you up every step of the way, 12 months of coaching. There's the ultimate goal. If you total this up, it's $45,000. It's expensive, but it's worth everything to replace what you've done your whole life. See, most of you took 50,000 and kind of pissed it away. You should have did something like this a long time ago too. Today, if you did this, it's $19,999. It's 20 grand with all those goodies, 20 grand, simple. If you don't want any bonuses, that's okay. Maybe you already have the pieces. Either way, you're stuck with me for the 3-day summit. If you did it tonight and you don't want no goodies, no bonuses, 12-month, 3-day event, $10,000. You're stuck with me for a year. And the goal is to get you up to $100,000 a month. Is that okay? Because I'm going to tell you what to do every step of the way. I don't really want you to think. Sorry to say, but it's true. 3 days, 29th, 30th, 31st. You're stuck with me online or in person. All right, 3 days. Take a picture, scan it, sign up now. What happens is the 3 days we're going to go through the 18 books and CDs. How I control $2.2 billion of real estate. All right, and all the things we did. Tax balancing, become the bank, the Millionaires Founders Kit. $50,000 in credit, and it's $5,000, and you get the summit for free. That's how it works. If all you want is the 3-day summit, okay, you're online, $19.99. There you go, no credit. So either way, you can finance the way you can get into this program. And if you're going to partner with me, it becomes free. Scan it, check it out tonight. What do you want to do? Right now, I tell you to Zelle. or call that office right away at 800-254-9506. Then I tell you flat out, email if you want to use a card. See, your goal should be get into an escrow. Let's go get a Wendy's. Let's get a storage unit. Let's go get something. Okay, let's get something that's auto income. I've done this for 49 years. We get to play with me, and that's the goal. Now, to make this really work 100%, if you're using a mailbox, etc., which are not in business anymore because they were sold to Federal Express, because I'm the one who sold it to them, by the way, if you don't know that. So what do we get to do? I'm going to use a mailbox, etc. You're paying for one? Use my address instead. Pay for a shared office space and use it to let me build credit here for you, but it's up to you as well. You can take a picture, you can scan it, 800-254-9506, or you can talk to Julie as well, or even Brandy. What do we get to do? We're going to build what? 100,000 of personal credit. You're going to have these cards that don't fluctuate. Your corporation's going to have $1 million of credit. That's the goal I want to get you to. And so is every division. We're going to get past go, and that's the ultimate thing for all of you. So what do? If you want 6 weeks of coaching, here's $25,000 of credit and all the classes for you for $4,000. There you go. If you want to customize a 6 months, 3 months, or 12 months program, we're going to give you credit to every one of these things. That's coaching your business. What do? You call the office right away. Now, I want you to write down Blueprint Loan, Stellar Bank, Chase, or American Express. I'd like to line you up if you allow me to. This means I'm going to take the American Express Platinum card. If you allow me to get one for you and one for our corporation in your name, I'll do that as well and exercise it. That means I can prove we're partnering together as the bill's being paid by me. What does that mean? I can get the 99 more, that's okay. Next thing is they have this Blueprint loan, $250,000, and you can turn every one of these into installment loans. There's the goal. But you have to have $100,000 in and out of your bank account. If you don't, I do. I'll use my account for you if you want to. A Blueprint loan, if it's just a basic one up to $250,000, I charge $5,000 to set it up. Then I charge in the back end up to 12%. If you did it tonight, the discount through me, only through me, is $2,000. Very simple. If you want to do a fast track blueprint, that means you're getting the other one, you're getting two. We're going to pop a card for your corporation. No, we're going to pop it under my corporation. You were partnering with me as one of my CFOs. Then we're going to exercise the card, get you another one as well. That's an expedite using my bank accounts for you. Then when I log in, they get to do that as well. So we got no problem getting a fast track or a standard blueprint loan. But again, that is $2,000 for fast track. Normally it's $5,000. If you don't do it tonight, call the office tomorrow. All right, one of the managers will get you in there for $5,000, not a problem. So it's a Zell. That's all we need to do. We get to have some fun. 800-254-9506. If you help me help you and help other people, I'd like you to become one of my affiliates and not charge you a fee. Scan it, take a picture. Give me your referrals. All right, it'll ask you, would you like a Zelle or a credit card or store credit? You could have made $1,000 today. Would you like $1,000? Send it to you right away to a Zelle. It's up to you. Referrals give you that all the time. Take that picture, scan it. That's all you got to do. The ultimate goal for me is look behind the curtain every time. You know, life is not good for all of us a lot of times. Maybe we didn't get all the goodies, like I didn't get a mommy and a daddy in a real family. I got to go through hell instead. It kind of sucks. But it motivated me to get past hell and get where I wanted to go. I just wanted to prove that I could do it myself too. Stay safe, stay strong, do your best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. What do we get to do? Well, there's how you partner with me tonight. Call the office, 800-254-9506, or Zelle now what I offered tonight. When you talk to them later today after this is over or tomorrow morning, a lot of the bonuses I offered they will not know anything about. So the reality is you should do it now. All right, ultimate goal, but it's up to you. All I can tell you is I'm going to do my best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, God loves us all.